4.
Hello, welcome to Cashville Stand Up. I'm Mila, your friendly neighborhood hippie witch doctor, and I'd like to bring along Ian, your host.
Yes, thank you, Miss Mila. Y'all know how we do it. Pray for our camera guy today. He's not here, so I thought I'd try a new thing, you guys. Welcome to Cashville Stand Up Live. I am your host, Ian Frierson. I'm sitting here with your community hippie, Miss Mila Nicole.
Hello.
All right, y'all welcome her in. Today's show, we're going to talk about self-love and a host of things. So I would suggest that you get out your pen and paper. Take a couple of deep breaths in the meanwhile, in between time. And just get ready for this. We're about to party. Give me a second. I'm going to make sure that it's... that we have it balanced, okay? Yeah. So, self-love is the best love. All right. And we see that written everywhere. You know, self-love is the best love.
Yeah.
And so many of us, like our popular people do certain things and we think they're expressing self-love.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to take this time out to really talk to our people and share some tools and share some real tools and some real things some self-love for real. Like the things that you can do to express self-love for real. Not on just a material level, you know, on a worldly level, but on a spiritual level, because you are spirit, you are truth, and it's time to tap into the inner you, okay? So we're gonna breathe because y'all know how life does. It will take you by the throat and choke on you a little bit. So you gotta be strong. You learn Tabo and kick and fight and breathe it out. So y'all, let's just take a couple of deep breaths in through our nose. Blow it out. Again, inhale, wealth. Exhale, fear. Inhale, health. Exhale, fear. All right, welcome. We're going to start with the history because it's a beautiful thing how we didn't meet me.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, so y'all know I'm stalking y'all on Facebook all the time. I stalk y'all. And so here recently, I think last year. It was last year.
Okay.
I had put a post on Facebook and I was like, y'all, I'm looking for a female trainer, an exercise coach, whatever. And they were like, you came highly recommended. And so, but then when I reached out to you, you were in
Florida. Yeah. I had moved and realized that not everyone is as nice as they are in Nashville, and so I came back.
Okay, so I was like, she's in Florida. But then this is the part B. Okay, so I don't know how many of y'all have been keeping up, but I met some friends, Cedrica and Sean.
Yeah.
They're with Humanity 360. They were like,
guys.
yes, from my whole heart. But I met them. They're from Washington.
Yes.
And they were
DC.
like, DC, from DC. Forgive me. And,
no worries.
Black stuff. but they're from DC, and it's crazy because they're on a tour, a 50-state tour, and they just recently left Nashville. But anyway, they were like, do you know Mila? You should meet Mila, because it was talking to them about mental health and about Afro-cardio, of course, and different things that I do. It's like, you don't know Mila? I was like, Mila, that sounds familiar. I said, yeah, but she moved to Florida. And they was like, no, she's back. So it was a bit, so with that, I also want to share, of course we're talking about self-love, but understand, love yourself enough to know that things will work out, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Because sometimes we'll feel like, because I didn't get in contact with you, maybe you didn't want me, and maybe I'm too fat to hang out with you, or you know what I'm saying? Like, people do stuff like that.
I feel that.
So don't allow the situation to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To make you feel less than. So that's what I wanted to share about how we met.
Yeah.
And then we finally actually physically met at a party. And this was, she was swerving. When I say she swerved the whole night, I said, wait a minute, this is a different sound. I knew the nom your horn get here, Mila. But it was a beautiful thing, though. So I just wanted to share that because there's always a lesson. And because I always preach about being connected, staying connected.
Yeah,
but
it's
there's
crazy that you had reached out to me and then it came back full circle anyways, even though it didn't work out then.
So what I'm saying is, you guys, don't beat yourself up. When things don't work out, there's nothing against you. It's just, everything has its time.
That's right.
And I had to learn that. And so I accepted. So when you say you were in Florida, I was like, dang. But God protected. You know what I'm saying? Go for it.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's all about time. And it's going to work out, y'all. So let's breathe again. If you will, Mila.
Yes.
That's my version of how we met and how I see you. Okay. Tell us who you are, because you're a host of things.
I am a host of things.
Yeah.
So I am, I've been working in the health and wellness field for a while. I teach group fitness. Some of you may know me as Bodies by Mila or the Twerk Master.
Twerkologist.
I've taught twerk out in the city for like the past 3 years. And I'm a CPR first aid instructor, and I'm a special needs nanny, and I do behavior therapy.
With special needs?
Yes, so I've been nannying special needs children, specifically autistic children, since 2010. So
that's beautiful. I have a heart for my special needs.
Yeah,
I love it. Okay, yeah.
So and then I do train, so I do private Pilates, and I also am into like holistic health, and so I sell essential oils, and I just try to like inform people.
I heard you sell jewelry as well.
I do sell jewelry as well, so I sell paparazzi jewelry.
See, you're my kind of people. Do it all.
It's $5, yeah, because we get so burnt out on things that we do, and so I just like to do a little bit of everything, and it all kind of comes together just the right way. But I don't have to do too much of any one thing. And then also, you know, they say that if you know a little bit about a lot, then you can always talk to people. You always have something to add to the table. So,
but beyond that, you're happy in what you're doing,
happy.
And that's where the balance comes in. You have to find what you're passionate about. You know, so many of us want to have these titles to please mom, dad, sister, brother. Anywho. So you do a host of things. You do also, what is it called? What you did at the Joy Jam? What is that called?
So, within my realm of things that I do, I started sometime last year. I started asking people questions, right? And so I just wanted to see what it would take to. You ever notice somebody's like a robot? Like if you go like to a fast food restaurant, they're like, like that.
All the time. I call them Walking Dead.
Exactly. So I tried to see how fast I can take off their robot. And so I started asking questions to see what'll make them go.
You're waking them up.
Wake them up.
You're waking them up. That's beautiful. That's why I like it.
So I started asking questions, and you know, some questions would kind of get a response, some questions would be really awkward, whatever. And then I hit this one question. And so for like the past year, some of you, if you know me, I've probably asked you this.
So let's ask them. Ask them. Y'all get your paper out. Get your paper out. Or just get your mind ready,
That's
okay?
right.
Okay.
So I want you to consider 3 things that you like about yourself. And it can be anything. It can be your big toes. It can be your hair.
So you say that you do or don't?
That you do. That you do like about yourself.
3 things that you like.
Right? That's right. And then I want you to attach yourself to those. And not just in some vain way, right? I want you to consider things that you like about yourself, because if I had asked you, if I said first 3 things that you don't like about yourself, you'd have been like, easy peasy, right? But when I say 3 things that you like about yourself, it's harder for people to think about those things. And so that brings you to the next question of like, what am I doing if I can't think of 3 things that I like about myself? And if I'm not doing things that I like, then maybe I should. I'm
not living. I'm the Walking Dead. So let me allow Mila to wake you up. So that's a beautiful thing, y'all. Make sure that y'all do that exercise. Write down 3 things that you like about yourself. Like she said, if you can't find things that you're in there. That's you. That's right. I don't care how much you look at TV, how much you try to do a certain thing to yourself, you're in there. That's you. And so if you cannot write down 3 things you like about yourself, we want you to pray and fast. We want you to call Mila, call myself. We're going to help you get there because you're not living. And I usually joke, and this is not a joke though. And forgive me, I'm going to confess this. Forgive me. So those people, when I see people in that zombie state, I'm like, Walking Dead. Because, you know, I come into space, and I need to stop expecting certain things. But I'll come into space because I'm like, hey, you know. Hey, girl. Hey, beautiful. You know.
What's up?
Yeah. Because, I mean, we're alive. We're about to eat, right? And they're like, for example, last night, I went to Waffle House early this morning. That's why I'm not hungry. I went to Waffle House, and the young lady, I was like, hello. Walked in, you talking about The Walking Dead? Oh, she was mummified.
Yeah.
She's like, So eventually, I mean, I won't drag the story out, but they took a long time to come down the table. I said, can I please ask y'all something? Or with tears in my eyes, I said, y'all hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
What's going on? You know, I shouldn't take it personal, but I did.
Yeah.
What's going on? That's like, no, I mean, just earlier, you know, black people came. I said, but did I do it?
Right.
No. So it's time to wake up, y'all. It's time to get out of that state of mind. It's time, like you said, to tap into it. Because if you're focused on the things that you like about yourself, like you said, not in a vain way, then you focus on positivity. You're walking in the light. You're operating in light.
Okay. And when you're focused on things that you like about yourself, you're more concerned with not doing things that you don't like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I heard that when it comes to relationship, I was at this counseling session, and this one lady was like, you don't want to say everything you don't want in a man.
That's right.
You want to say what you need,
right,
and what you want, and just leave it at that.
That's right.
Because I mean, why give energy to what you don't want?
So you know how they say, like, if you like put whatever you want out into the universe, even if you're saying what you don't want, you're putting that out into the universe. So whatever you say out of your mouth is what you're putting out there. So even if you're saying something you don't want, then you're just attracting that to you.
So, question, because I have to know, how did this Mila come to be? Because, you know, we all transition, just like people go from blonde hair to brunette to
That's right.
fat
I did
to
go
skinny.
from blonde to brunette. Oh, man. Okay, so...
Not blonde to brunette.
I actually was, I was 20 years old. I was 21. And I was married. And I was not happy. And I had...
At 21 you were married?
I was married, yeah, at 21. And team 2 divorces out.
Hey, freedom. You know?
But yeah, so I was married at 21 and I was very unhappy, and I had dabbled in Buddhism and yoga, but I hadn't ever really like claimed it because I didn't know enough about it or whatever. And so I just took my time and really dove in, really started reading and listening and opening my mind to the whispers of the universe, if you will, and what it was telling me about me.
Voice, yes.
And a couple of years ago, I was nothing like this. I was meek and fearful, and I was so attention hungry. Like, I just needed to be liked. I needed to be validated all the time.
You would never know that.
You would never know. But I dove in head first, and I wanted all the information about how to love myself.
So what I hear you saying is that you endured like a kind of rough patch in your life, or at least emotional wise, and you just you started out on a journey of self-healing.
That's right.
And that's beautiful, because a lot of us give into the pain. It's okay to feel pain.
That's right.
It's valid. What you feel is valid, but it's up to you. What are you going to do with that? Because it really affects your mental health, and I'm proud of you for conquering. With that, give us some tools that we can use with depression, because we all face depression. We all do. Some of us, we get down, and those are the people that know, I'm depressed, and everybody, and kind of like, he's depressed. But it's some of us like me. Sometimes I'm down. It might not be but a couple hours because I'm goofy.
Yeah.
I can't stay mad. But I'm sad sometimes, but I find joy in anything.
Well, that's important.
I can't help it.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you my best stuff. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so number 1. You have to become a firefighter, right? So a lot of us, we feel the heavy feelings, and I used to say I had a box before, like pre-Mila. So a lot of people don't know this, but my birth name is actually Dominique. I changed my name, so I'm Mila now.
That's your name?
Yeah, that's my name. I just don't even know who that girl, she wasn't going to go very far, and I had to let her go. You're fired. No, but there...
You said a lot of times we feel...
Yeah, a lot of times we feel pain and we run from it, or we sink into it, and or we reject it, which is actually giving it just as much energy as...
Okay, so when you feel pain, you shouldn't run from it.
You should not run from it.
You shouldn't sink.
You shouldn't sink into it.
You shouldn't reject it.
And you should not reject it.
Okay.
So what we have to learn to do is, say there's a house burning, right?
Firefighter.
You got to be the firefighter. That's your demons. And so you got to go into the fire and you gotta find the source of the fire. It might hurt. It might be uncomfortable. You might not be able to breathe for a little bit. You might have to even come out and take a breather and go back in. But if you can face the fire and if you can put out that fire, what's on the other side of that is so beautiful. So there's a painting called The Vinegar Tasters, and it's my favorite painting. It's an old Chinese, like, ancient thing.
Vinegar tasters.
The Vinegar Tasters.
Vinegar tasters?
That's right. There's 3 of them.
Who tastes vinegar?
So
Okay.
there's a well, and there's 3 guys standing around it, and the well is full of vinegar, and it's supposed to symbolize life. Now, I'm Buddhist, right? So there's 3 of them. There's Confucius, which his name is Confucius, but Americans, we change everything for our convenience. So it's Confucius, he's on the left, and he puts his 2 fingers in it, and he tastes it, and he has a sour face because he's like a dictator type of guy. And in the middle, there's Buddha, and automatically I was like, okay, what you gonna say about Buddha? But he put his fingers in and tasted it, and he had a sour face because he believes that life is suffering, and the only way to overcome is to just be happy anyways. Like, it's gonna suck sometimes, but like, smile anyway, basically. But Lao Tzu, who's the founder of Taoism, put his fingers in and he tasted it and he smiled because he was like, life is gonna have its ups and downs, and the only time that things are gonna be hard for you is when you fight it. If you don't do this right along with it and just let it happen, it's gonna be hard for you. Which brings me to The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Have you ever read it?
No.
All right, so the
I
4
won't lie.
Agreements.
I will not lie.
No, it's cool, it's cool. It's really simple, short. I think that anybody who wants to, like, do better for themselves should read this book.
You said The 4 Agreements?
The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. So the first agreement is be impeccable with your word, right? Don't gossip, don't lie. Don't, like, say what you mean what you say, whatever you have to say it.
Yeah.
That's right. Like, just be impeccable with your word.
Okay.
Like, flawless. Like, just do it and be genuine, right? 2, don't take anything personally. Waffle House.
I did, but no, I did.
I mean, I literally, like, went on a tangent the other day, taking something personally, okay? We'll get back to that part. So, number 3, don't take anything personally. But you have to not take blame personally. Like, if somebody's saying ugly things about you, you can't take that personally. That's about them and what they're dealing with. You also can't take praise personally. So you can't post up on everybody's good ideas about you and all the good things that you do, because it's only perfect because you're doing what they want at the time, right? So don't take anything personally. Know who you are and what's good and what's bad about you for yourself, not because of what anybody else says.
I know. I just gotta quit taking what people do to me.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So number 3 is don't make any assumptions. So don't assume anything. I know.
Assumptions kill. No. People do that to me. So that's one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Like, don't assume anything.
That's right. Not even assuming that because I've behaved this way for this amount of time that's how I'll keep behaving.
I am multifaceted. Like, I can be super ghetto, super intelligent. No, it's so crazy. So I call myself the queen of ebonics.
Okay.
I often offend people because I change.
Sure.
It's not that I'm being fake. It's that, okay, so right here, right now, I need to be more articulate. I need to slow down. I need to talk. Maybe we talking just the 2 of us. I'm like, girl, I'm just, that's who I am.
Well, one of my, like, little slogan things that I say is that, like, I teach kids how to tie their shoes, and I teach moms how to throw it in a circle. And, like, for real, you can be all of the things that you are. Like, it doesn't have to...
That's who I am. And my thing is, I don't apologize.
That's right.
No.
I call myself the mix between Pocahontas and Trina and Mary Poppins. You never know who you'll get.
No, never.
So then the last one is always do your best. And so with the 3, like, it's all about, like, never going into something with self-criticism or judgment of yourself. Like, sit down with yourself, say, okay, this is what I could have done better today. All right, I'm going to try again tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then that's the end of it.
That's what I do with the show. Because at first, confession, I didn't watch the show. I didn't.
Really?
I'm going to tell you, so shout out to my friends in, was it Magnolia? I forget what they are. But Peggy Anderson and Walt D. That was the first time when I did Walt D. Everybody knows Walt D. When I did his interview, that was the first time I watched the show.
Okay.
Because I was so like, critical of self. You know,
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, oh, how did I sound? Did I look at my fat shoe on the side of my neck? Oh my God, was my hair slicked down? You know, so they was like, girl, quit, come on.
Yeah.
They made me do it. And I was like, I mean, I'm sick. But that was the first time I watched it. And after that, I just watched it to learn what I can do better. You know what I'm saying? But it's a process, you guys. These things are not going to come overnight. It's not.
That's
Because I'm still working through them.
Yeah.
And I mean, to people, it seems like you got it together because you found what works.
That's right.
But that don't mean that you have it together.
So the other thing I was going to tell you is life is a practice.
Oh.
So a lot of people see my yoga poses and stuff like that. I do yoga and saved my life, by the way. A lot of people think yoga is just stretching, but when you learn to push past pain and difficulty physically, you automatically handle it way better mentally and emotionally.
Yeah, you can conquer that beast.
But a lot of people see like yoga poses that I do and they're like, oh, I could never do that. And I'm like, you absolutely could. Like, you got to start wherever you're at. Yeah. Like, no, you can't do that today. But everything that you do, anything you want to do, like the 4 agreements or not taking things personally or just loving self is like going to be something that you have to put physical effort into. We're not superheroes because we're happy. We're not, you know what I mean? Like,
say that toward the camera. We're not what?
We're not superheroes because we're happy. Like, we don't do any crazy thing that anyone else can't do. Like,
yeah, you can do it too.
That's right.
So in that, with that, I've joined an adult dance team. And so, because I want to do death drop.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want that. Yeah, I really want it. And I feel like you feel it. So I didn't know that I was on the right path. You said the 4 agreements. I need to find that book, but I didn't know it. I just feel it in my whole heart. So I listen to my heart. I listen to that sweet voice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so because I'm gonna push past that pain.
Yeah.
Shout out to Juan Show Out More. He is the best. Kyle Reed, Montana Alexander.
Yes.
Yes. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I learned this, y'all. Look.
Hey.
Yes. No, but that's something I really
great.
wanted. And with that, with what you said as far as pushing past, if you can push back something physically, then your emotional and spiritual self is just going to grow by leaps and bounds.
That's right.
And now I'm like, I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can feel it. Because like, yeah, I'm not good. I don't have the death drop as it is. But I learned some choreography. Like,
me either. Just so we're clear.
No, but I want that. So anyway. Okay, so you gave us a couple of tools to use.
That's right.
What are a couple of activities that we can do, like in our daily?
Okay, a couple of activities. You can start off with positive self-talk in the morning.
Affirmations.
That's right, affirmations. So it seems cheesy, but you gotta literally look into your eyes, your own eyes in the mirror and be like, you got this today. So if I have, so I work for myself, right? So I set myself daily goals of how much I'm gonna make based on how much I made yesterday, blah, blah, blah. And I literally tell myself, you're gonna make at least $400 today, and you can make more. And the other day I made $1,000.
What? I know somebody that's rich, y'all. I know a wealthy person. Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
But
you watch though.
But no, watch. I'm right there with you, sister.
Right.
And I will not buy red bottoms. I'm going to eat. I'm going to buy a
That's
shelf.
right.
I'm going to buy a shelf.
I want to give away my services to autistic children for free.
Oh, I'm working for free as well.
Yeah.
But what I want for myself, I won't lie. Because I used to, I grew up thinking that I'm supposed to give away all of me.
Yeah.
You have to get something. You have to replenish. So I want a chef.
Yeah.
So get the red bottoms. So if you know some great chefs out there, want something wealthy, hit me up.
Hey, I know one.
Oh. I want some good, healthy, tasty treats. I want breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. Oh God. Snack. Who meal prep? Okay, let me not get off. So some activities we can do. We can affirm our greatness. Like as soon as we wake up.
That's right.
Some other things you said, like dance as well. Like try something
So the reason why I named my program Bodies by Mila is because people will idolize my body, and I'm like, I hate the gym. Let me say this again. I do not go to the gym. I dance.
Yeah.
I dance, and I'm intentional about squeeze my abs. You know what I'm saying? But dancing, any physical activity literally releases pheromones and dissolves cortisol, which is your stress hormone.
So that's why you were swerving the other day.
That's why I was swerving.
Y'all, when I say, okay, I've seen her do all the little stuff, all her yoga poses on her page, and I've seen that.
No, I'm a whole different breed after 10
She was from Jamaica. I said, wait, whoa. She spent the whole night swerve. I was like, and y'all know me, I usually swerve all night.
Yeah.
I couldn't swerve for looking at her. I said, swerve, girl, swerve.
Yeah, I know. I grab life by the horns. That's what I tell people. If you hate your job, don't work there. If you hate your relationship, get out of it. Like,
so that the job thing, let's back up. Because so many people I know hate their job.
That's right.
But then they argue with you, because I'm like you.
Okay.
Or leave.
Yeah.
Make up a business. And people look at me, well, they're looking at me because I don't have a whole lot of money, but I pay my bills.
Yeah.
And so I'll say, leave, do something, anything. Girl, you're good at cookies. I try to inspire them to do a thing. But then they get into that, which brings us to our next point. They'll get into that, I guess, like a negative self-image. Yeah.
I can't do what you can do.
So help us with that. I guess I wrote down, I want you to discuss negative and positive self-image, but I guess let's just talk about it, whatever comes to mind, because that is a big issue. We think that check makes us, and we can't make that check on our own. We have to go later.
Well, I mean, even tacking on to your, negative and positive self-image, that is it. That's all. How you see yourself is how others see you. If you think that, if you think you're ugly, you're ugly. If you think you're not funny or you're not a cool person, then you're not. Because people will only interact with you the way that you interact with yourself. And so if you tell yourself that you can't do this or that, then you can't. But if you tell yourself that you can and you go and do it, then you can. There's so much information out there, and we have only tapped into the tiniest little amount of it. And I promise you're not going to find all the information on your social media.
No. I learned that lesson as far as people see you how you see yourself. But she said it in layman terms. My little sister, I refer her to y'all. She would tell me, because of course I had negative self-image because I was really, really fat.
Sure.
Okay? And so I was like, and she was like, no. You see me? I'm thick. And mind you, if I show you she's thick now. But when she was little, at that time, she was really skinny. A bean pole. Her little shorts, her little legs. The shorts kind of flare out. But she was like, I'm thick. And I was looking like, where? But what she told me was, she said, what I am in your mind. And she was young. My sister was like 14, 15. In your mind, you have to tell yourself, I'm thick. And everybody, she said, watch this. When I walked through here, she showed me. Yeah. All the boys going to say, ooh, look at her, she thick. Yeah. She said, I know, because I am thick. Yeah. And she would just, my sister's a diva, that's the diva. But it was crazy because I was looking at her like, she crazy. You know what I'm saying? She's not thick, she's skinny, but they all saying she thick. So I'm like, But I didn't utilize that. I just listened to her and watch her work her magic. Right. But now, today, I work my magic.
You're like,
But I guess I need to do, because I'm ready for my husband. I haven't had that experience. Okay. So I just wanted to bring my husband in, because I got it on every other thing. Like I can walk into anywhere and I'm like, this is my party. Yeah. Hey, thank y'all for coming. Girl, yes, the food was good. No. But I have it when it comes to any other thing. Yeah. But my sister told me that a long time ago, and I didn't understand much.
Yeah. Well, that's also why I ask people 3 things that they like about themselves. Because what you think about yourself, what you say about yourself, that's how you will feel about yourself. And then it translates into how you interact with others. If you talk negatively about yourself and you talk negatively about others, it's
a cipher of negativity, ciphering that negativity. So, okay, I know you do CPR too.
That's right.
So she does a lot of different things. Where can we find your services?
So that's a big thing right now. I'm actually in the process of opening my own wellness center in the fall. So in the fall, I'll have my own wellness center where I'll do group fitness, twerk out, and yoga and Pilates and my CPR first aid. And next year I'm looking into massage wellness and just all the things.
So you heard it here first. So
that's right, fall
she's looking-
2019.
She's looking into massage wellness.
That's right.
Can I be the first one to review your massage?
Absolutely.
I love massages.
Yeah,
like,
Ian will be my first massage.
yes. Thanks, Mila. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, so in the meantime, in between time, where can we find you?
So you can find me with my email, cprwithmila@gmail.com. You can email me. Right now, I'm completely mobile. So at any point, you can just shoot me a text or an email, and I'll roll up on you. I'll do a CPR class. I'll do a Pilates class. I'll do some twerk out, sell you some essential oils, some jewelry, whatever.
What about your nanny?
Oh yeah, so my nanny services also. At any time you can call me and I'll come and be with your babies. As I said before, I've been a nanny for 10 years now. So let's start.
Oh no.
No, and I'm very good at what I do. I'm careful, I'm safe, I'm, all the things. And I'm like a really good time. I'm very intentional about taking children out into the community and showing them the way. Oh, also, I wrote a children's book.
You do everything. I see all the people I know are like you. That's the beautiful thing.
It's called The Turtle and the Butterfly.
Okay.
And it's about recognizing and valuing characteristics in others that are different from you.
Yes.
Instead of clinging to people that are just like you. Like, I don't want to hang out with a bunch of people that are just like me. I just don't. I feel like, shut up. Like, I already recycle, okay? But like, so the turtle and the butterfly become friends because the butterfly, the turtle sees the butterfly and admires the butterfly. I'm the butterfly. And the butterfly is like,
that's smart.
But I'm gonna get you, sorry.
No.
The butterfly is like, yeah, but I'm kind of lost. Like, I'm out here, I do what I want, I travel, I do this and that, but I'm kind of lost. Like, I don't really necessarily feel like I have somewhere to be pinned down. You have a home on your back, and you're envying me, you know what I mean? And so they find, but I want it illustrated only by children. And so I need kid illustrators. So if your little person likes to draw, it doesn't have to be Picasso. I want it to look like kid art.
I need you to make a flyer for that.
Okay.
And if you need someone you can make your own flyer?
Make a flyer?
Like to advertising that you need, that need.
Yes.
For that need.
Yes.
So that we can really share
Yeah,
that. Because, like, most of the times with the show, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for sharing. We love y'all. But a lot of times people don't look toward the end. So I want to make sure that happens.
Yeah.
I want to make sure. So that's a beautiful thing. Because we do need to honor the differences. And although we're a lot alike, we're completely different.
So different.
We are completely different. I mean, I understand you. I feel you. We share a lot of similarities, but we're different. Yeah. And I love that. And even with the similarities too, like so many people want to hang with people because it makes them comfortable. That's For me, I just recognize the beauty in you, and I just admire our similarities. I don't want to hang with you because we are the same.
Yeah.
I just like, it's a reflection.
Yeah.
Because we can grow with that. Because when you are looking at yourself in the mirror, you got a booger.
Yeah.
And get the eye smile out. Like
so
anything.
critical, yeah.
I mean, well, you can fix yourself. And not to be critical, but you can, like, shoot.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of see it. But anyway, it's a blessing to talk to you today.
I got one more thing.
Oh, no.
We are temporary. You only have so much time with this body and these people and this place, and you need to honor that and honor yourself and have fun. Have fun. Don't forget to have fun.
One more time. I think you need to get a little closer.
Have fun!
Yes! No, we're missing that a lot because people look at me like, oh, God, you're 41. Why are you twerking?
Yeah.
Why are you dancing around, singing, clapping? Yes. And it's okay. I go to a lot of shows and they look like this. Mm-hmm. I always tell them, put your finger in there, bounce. Like, do something.
I'm like the weird person that's like, so serious. No, people come in to twerk out, and I make everybody high five and clap their hands and like say hi to each other. How can you be stuffy? Come on now. I know, people come into my class and like literally I've had people leave, and I'm like, well then they weren't for this space. You know what I mean? Yeah, literally. People come into a class with an attitude, and I'm like, oh no, we're friends. We're friends.
Right. And I can't say this too. Shout out to the supermodels, Juan, Cal, Montana, Alexander. That space is beautiful.
I bet.
So if you get a chance,
I'm supposed to be there.
That's what
I'm in the group text. I need you to.
Yet. Oh my God! Every single person. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for you.
Yeah, that's why I ain't left the group. But understand, I'm coming.
Yeah, but no, so what I'm gonna say is like, if y'all are looking for an adult dance group, seriously, and looking for that positive energy, I found it.
They're good people.
And they are. And they're dynamic dancers. And mind you, I do a little African dance, so I don't know hip hop. I don't know none of that.
Yeah.
They're like, go girl, you got it, thickness. I said, oh, thick. You know?
Yeah.
So I love them. Like, I love them. So y'all make sure y'all contact them if you need anything. Also, if you're looking for a car, y'all contact Robert Settles. He has been a jewel in my life. I appreciate you. My car broke down like 2 days ago. I'm on a new thing, on a new journey. Usually I get on Facebook and like, oh my God, my car broke down. But I said I'm not going to share that. I said I need a ride. I just put out what I needed. I got that. Shout out to Billy. Thank you for coming through for me, Billy. But I got a car from Bobby, from Robert Settles, and I was just honored. He's like, hey, and I got you. Came in one day. I mean, I was down for 2 days. But anyway, that's how the universe works. When you're loving on yourself, stuff do happen. But you have the power to manifest all that you need. You just have to say it. You just have to say, you have to believe, you just have to keep moving through it.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to take another couple of deep breaths for you and for ourselves and just close this out. In through your nose, blow it out. Inhale purpose, exhale fear. Repeat after me. I am somebody.
I am somebody.
I love myself.
I love myself.
The Most High loves me.
The Most High loves me.
Together,
And together,
we possess purpose, power, and positivity. Thank you, Most High.
Thank you.
For letting me
For letting me
be me.
be me.
Now stretch your arms out, y'all. And hug yourself.
Are we going to hug?
Oh, yourself. Because you are the most important being in this room.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
I am, yes.
And you, more than anyone else, deserve your love and affection.
I always tell to my teenagers, I'm like, y'all looking forward to hugging on little boys. Hug yourself first. Know thyself.
Okay.
All right. So Cashville, stand all the way up. One city, one sound. Yes, Miss Mila.
Oh, I just love
No.
you.